The second is what I call non-customer analysis. So we've identified the value innovation and the ERRC grade, the eliminate, reduce, raise, and create as a way of differentiating yourself. But we also have what we call non-customer analysis. I'm also aware at a later date we'll have a much deeper session into it, where I teach in depth the 6 tools of Blue Ocean that will ensure, you would be different. There's no way. So 6 steps to convert any product or service from ordinary to innovative, guaranteed. There is no question about it. So these are just 2 things that can immediately be applied. So once you leave this session, you can apply these 2 things almost immediately and see the difference. So for the non-customer analysis, the problem many times is that before you go into business, what they tell you to do, they tell you to analyze the customers. What are their likes? What are their dislikes? What are their preferences? But we in Blue Ocean say, analyze the non-customers. Those are those that are not using your products. Find out why they are not using it and identify a common thread amongst them and add that single thing to your own business, and automatically you are innovative. Automatically you differentiated yourself. I know it sounds very simple, but it's not as easy as that. I had a book I wrote recently or some time back called Success Simple But Not Easy. So it's simple, but implementation is it takes a bit of effort, but it needs to be done. So for this, I have 2 examples. So many of us know the company Bet Nigeria, for instance. So I was in a session some time back, and I asked the question, how many people know Bet Nigeria? Almost everybody's hands went up. And I asked them what it is. They said it's a betting platform. Okay, that's fine. I now went around the room again and asked them, how many of you play Bet Nigeria? And then almost all hands went down. Some said it's because they're not knowledgeable about football. Some said because it is gambling. Some said it's against their religion to gamble, and so on and so forth. But I then asked, have they heard of the stock market? They said yes. What is the stock market? It's basically a place where you buy and sell, trade shares of companies. But people are comfortable, buying stocks, but they don't realize that's also some form of quote unquote gambling. But the thing is that it's not as risky as Bet Nigeria, because there are people who have studied this, that are seen as stockbrokers that you give your money to, and then they buy shares or purchase shares on your behalf simply because they have the knowledge. And that automatically makes it less of gambling. So for these Bet Nigeria guys, for instance, if they can capture the non-customers, find out the key reasons why they're not patronizing. In a small survey, I've already realized that the key reason why people don't patronize is because it's very risky and they're risk adverse. They don't want to gamble. So all they can do is, having identified that this is the reason people don't play this game, how can we de-risk it? So like the stock market has stockbrokers, they can introduce bet brokers of sorts, such that I don't like football, I'm not knowledgeable about it, but I don't want to gamble. I can give my money to a bet broker, and all he does is bet for me and does what he does, but I know that at the end of the day, I will get my money back. And so Bet Nigeria automatically, just by that simple action, changes from a bet or gambling platform to an investment portfolio platform. So when looking for where to invest your money, you look at bet brokers to give your money to who can replicate the money. So automatically, the mass of people that are not patronizing Bet Nigeria at the moment automatically becomes their customers in one simple step. So then the person doing that form of Bet Nigeria will immediately be seen as an innovative person. The solution will immediately be innovative, and all of a sudden he has captured a larger market. So the demand has now far increased what it used to be, but now he's the only person doing it.